So as the title says, I am making a video about why I didn't really wait to, New Year's resolutions to kind of put things in motion. What I mean by that, great question. I basically mean that, I've been doing a lot of planning lately in the past few months, about projects, about businesses, about ideas, basically anything that I really had in my mind that I want to do, want to try or do differently, and put things in motion. So basically, what gave me the thought of making a video and, just recording it is basically, um, you know, this whole point of this page, the whole point of this channel, I'll say, is to, document my thought processes, document my journey. I will say, before, during, and after all of my projects are kind of like fulfilled or got to the point where I want them to be. So yeah, decided to make a video. So not to make this super long, kind of attention spans are dwindling. So yeah, so basically I decided to, after I did a good amount of planning, I would say, to get started, I just, normally I would have waited to January 1st since it's coming up, do the New Year's resolution, New Year, new me type of idea. But I didn't want to wait on that. I didn't feel the need to kind of use that motivational, piece, that society kind of gives us, to get started. I felt like, this month in December was soon enough to get started. So basically this channel, if I would have did that, the channel wouldn't have been created until January 1st, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I didn't want to do that. I feel like, time was of the essence. I wanted to kind of utilize my time a little bit more. So I just did what I thought was natural and just, just get started like I always do. And two, I know I said earlier that I normally wait. I normally don't wait till January 1st. So that's a lie. I'm sorry about lying. I kind of really like to attack things head on, within reason and calculated. Not like, I'm like no planning involved. I like to plan, but I do attack things head on. So I attacked that. So let me just look at my notes because I'm rambling here. Sorry. I'm new at this, if you haven't noticed. Oh, the key points basically I'm trying to make out of this video is, the three things I already started by not waiting. This video is posted after I already started. So I already started three things. The YouTube channel, which you're seeing this on. I've revived one of my old projects that I haven't worked on since 2023. And, regardless of if the idea was good or bad, I didn't finish it, and that didn't sit right with me. So I revived it. I kind of want to put it out there. I'll explain what it is in a different video later on, but yeah, I'm trying to make this a little bit quick. The third one, I guess a good important thing that I started to do is rebuild my systems. What I mean by system is like a routine, something I stick with, because I do overwork myself. I do overwork, procrastinate, all of that, experience burnout. So the main thing I wanted to prevent, going along, especially with this, especially with all the other projects I'm trying to do, I didn't want to burn out. I didn't want to procrastinate, and I didn't want to waste time. I kind of wanted to stretch or spread my energy, mainly to each of my projects adequately, so I won't, get the most. So I will get the most out of them, and kind of like be consistent. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Just be consistent. Just do it. And not trying to wait too long, like 2 years to keep going. So that's the main thing. Sorry. Oh yeah, in conclusion, since this video is getting really long, I apologize for that. But if you're bored at work, probably just pass some time for you. I forgot it already. Let me read my phone. Oh yeah. So the reason why this is important for me to make a video, I just wanted to document it just because if there's any other people who have a lot of projects, have a lot of ideas floating around in their head, and just have the same situation sometimes, experiencing burnout, experiencing procrastination, and don't really know how to be consistent. So hopefully this video helps if you can understand it and kind of ignore the bad grammar and the pauses and all that. But yeah, I wanted to do that, and also wanted to give some indirect motivation, not as a motivational speaker, not as an expert or anything like that, but just some words of wisdom, I'll say. Yeah, don't really wait to, everybody else get started with stuff or hop on a motivational train. Just basically, I'll say, yeah, just find your own motivation. Just start when you feel like you have a good enough plan, even though it's not perfect, even though if you don't have everything together, all the things you need, all the resources, just get started, put something out. And what I mean by put something out is just basically just try to publish it, throw it out there, make a video on it, release it in App Store, stuff like that is what I mean. Regardless if anybody see it or not, just getting that milestone and building those stepping stones on it. So yeah, and another thing is, like, this is a moment, well, 2 days ago was a moment that I had a realization that you'll kind of see throughout this channel. The realization was just, how I think about that. Normally, like I said, people would have probably just waited to kind of, new year, new me thing, but I kind of didn't want to do that. I wanted to see what would happen if I started a month early. So that's one thing I feel like it's important, that goes, what I'm trying to emphasize on this channel. So yeah, it's a wrap up, I guess. If you got a plan for the new year, ask yourself, why not start now? Why not start today, tomorrow? Yeah, and then maybe the extra time can give you the boost, give you the advantage that you've probably been looking for, that you need in case, you have competition, in case it's another app or something, or another website, or another whatever business that is in the same industry, in the same field as you. Yeah, just probably getting the upper hand. That's pretty much all it is. Just, speed at the beginning stages, I'll say, but also consistency. So yeah, that was a long talk. I was gonna apologize. I caught myself. If you see my other videos, I this is growth. You feel me? Because I would have definitely apologized 3 times in a row, like I did the last time, but I didn't. So that's growth, as y'all can see. Hopefully, this is a display of quickness, because that video was maybe like 5 days ago. So yeah. All right. Probably gonna cut this out. Probably not. So yeah.